Welcome in heaven. How's your afternoon, evening going? Appreciate you, Matt. How are you? I have a ton of energy now because we just finished basketball practice, and I'm one of those people that if I get a little exercise, I get a huge burst of energy. Um, so exercising would probably be better for me in the morning, but the problem I have is practices are in the evening. So, and now I'm going to walk a bunch. I'm already on lap number 4. And so by the time I get home, I won't be tired because we have Taekwondo after this. So, how cold is freezing cold, Heaven? Because it was negative 30 again today here. '15 is still cold. Depending where you're at, I mean, for us, negative 30, it's not usual, but it's not abnormal to have that at some point in the winter. If you're not used to 15 degrees, yeah, it can be shocking. So we were just practicing on that court. How about you, Matt? Weather holding up all right on your end? And I've never asked this question before, but I often wonder it. Does it sound better when I'm using the microphones like I am right now? Or does it sound better when I'm using just the phone, which is most of the time? I'd say 95% of the time I'm using only the phone. Oh, it sounds better with the microphone? Welcome in, Jeremy. How are you today? Not as cold as us? Yeah. Right now I'm really warm after wrapping up practice, but how was your day, Jeremy? I shouldn't say day. I mean, you could be somewhere where the time could be completely different. Yeah, we didn't get much in the way of precipitation. A lot of parts of the country got a ton. Negative 23. Well, there you go, Michigan. I don't think you're far from us. we're minus 25 to 30, depending on which news source you tune into. Welcome in, Mama. Well, that's good, Mama. Mama's not with us tonight. It's just me and son tonight. So, Mama's at home with the Remus. I say this every time I'm here. I cannot believe that they didn't make these as rounded columns. So if somebody clips these when they're coming by. 62 degrees, Mike. Are you in Cali or maybe Arizona or Florida? 62 degrees. -4. Jessica's along us. Wind chill, I think real feel we're -9. Wind chill, however you just define that, is like -25. 62. Yes, sir, San Diego. I do enjoy that area. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not from there. I have visited. I really dig the vibes out there. I dig the temperature. It's like very temperate is the best way I can describe it. Malik, how much did you get? And Gray, 30 degrees. Or Grayson, sorry, Grayson. Welcome in, Grayson and Malik. So 30, you got to be more central of the country. So I'm guessing somewhere, maybe Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia's. Leg really bad. Okay. 35 degrees. Is that better, Matt? Welcome in, Spy Die Bry. Did I say that right? Spy Die Bry? 35. All right. 2.5 inches. Okay. Is that like a lot for your area? Because I know a lot of areas, if they're not built with plows and salt trucks, that can be a lot. 78. Master Soda, you got to be either outside the country or in the southern part of Florida. Matt, that could be honest. There's a lot of areas that did get a lot of snow. So that could be honest, Matt. I don't know that Malik was being non-family friendly, if you catch my drift. Hawaii, that makes sense. That makes sense. You got no snow. What's your temperature again, Spy Dry? If you don't mind me asking, because I can't really scroll back while I'm working on the track. Welcome in, Onyx. How are you today? 35. So 35. Do you have mountains? I'm glad you're doing good. Any reason in particular you're good? Because we always like to hear good news in this community. A little, okay. Okay, cash on the other hand, that this isn't necessarily the community for that, so yeah, that one, that one we can keep it, okay. So you got a little bit of mountains. Today's your birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, Onyx. I bet I am. Sorry about that. All right. So you got a little bit of mountains. You're 35 degrees. I'm gonna start with Virginia. That's what I'm gonna start with. You have a coast also. I didn't even see that, and I was still going Virginia. Nice. Appreciate you, Onyx. We're just a very chill community. So, no, south. Well, there's the two Carolinas, so I'll start with north and then I'll work my way down. Okay, South Carolina. Make my day. I like that. Are you, I'm guessing by 45 degrees Celsius, you're in Australia with a name like that. That's my guess. All right, we'll see you soon, Matt. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. Those are really tiny on my side. Is that the Aussie flag or is that the New Zealand flag? I think it's the Aussie flag. Oh, okay. No, I pride myself on knowing history and geography. And a lot of the world uses Celsius, not just the UK. What city you're from? I can't just randomly guess a city. I mean, I'll just throw one out there. I'll go New York. Appreciate you, Spy Dry. This is wild because usually the game we play all the time, people ask us where we're from, and um, it's usually reversed. So it's kind of crazy. All right, Pennsylvania. So I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. Nice. We're not too far from a major city ourselves. We're not in the major city. We're in a, let's just say there's a train that would take you to the major city from our area. However, the train is still over an hour away. If that if that makes sense. I was deciding between that and Philadelphia. I'm not gonna lie to you. You are correct, Spy Try. How do you know that? You talk about crazy first guesses. Yeah, we're in northern Illinois. I wouldn't lie to you. Usually, one of the clues I give, because we make it easy on people, is I say we're near one of the three major cities most people can name in the U.S. Because most people know New York, Chicago, and L.A. They really do. They may know other major cities too. And then I say we touch a Great Lake. And then for whatever reason, a lot of people, once I say that, start guessing Minnesota, Wisconsin. From hint one, not a capital or main city. Hint two, it's in Victoria on the east side. Hint three, it starts with. Oh, I don't know that many Aussie cities. You're gonna. All right, so it begins with a B. It is Brisbane an Australian city? Three. I may be saying that wrong. Is it Brisbane or Brisbane? So is it's in Queensland? Okay, I don't know the regions. I'm not gonna lie. Craig, if it is, I paid to be here, which is kind of crazy. And how many prisons do you know that have males and females in it, plus children? That's kind of wild. But no, it's not. If you read back in the chat just a few like seconds ago, it is, but all right. We gave it away, but if you want to guess the state, we'll give you hints if you don't get it right. Barnsdale? Is that a city in Victoria? Barnsdale? Your favorite state? Confusion. Happiness. Contentment. No, I'm kidding. You gotta give me a hint. Is it cold weather state, warm weather state, east, west, north, south? Favorite NFL team and NFL player? I will say I don't have a favorite player anymore because I'm an adult. I had one growing up, but I will give you this. Will give it away anyway. My favorite NFL team is the Bears, and if that doesn't help, my favorite college is Notre Dame. So it's cold. Alaska. You're a Rams fan? Hey, it was a good game. It was a good game. I'm not one of those smack talking fans because I'll be honest with you, between you and me, I don't play the game. I don't coach the team. So for either team. So I'm not one of these people that like, oh, we beat you. We're going to beat you. There's no we. Fandom doesn't give you the we moniker. That's just my opinion. No, I'm not from South Bend. So, but it is, it's very popular. So Bears fan, Notre Dame fan, White Sox fan, Blackhawks fan, negative 28. Yeah, it does. Hurts your hands. Start running real fast and yell, they're coming out of the walls. I don't know that I'm going to do that today. Maybe next time. I'm here every week and we do walk and talks. Maybe next time. Now, if your temperature is 0, do you have a temperature? I'm kidding, but questions. What's bigger than what's Australia or Alaska? Antarctica? Old Texas. Appreciate you. I'm not going to take a stand either way. We just don't do politics in our room. No politics, race, religion, anything like that. We keep it light, bright, and fun. There's enough of that everywhere else. We're not here to sway opinions. We're also not here to pick a lane, if that makes sense. Being cold is just a weakness. I will say it's a weakness until your digits start turning colors and you lose them. And you're like this because you're out in the cold too much. I'm with you there, real term. I think the fact that they got left out of the playoffs was just straight robbery. So, okay, now you got me intrigued with you said the Queensland and the Victoria. Are those like in Canada where you got Quebec, Montreal, Ottawa, like where you have provinces? Less like states, more like provinces. Does that make sense? Henry Fontana, negative 15. Okay, so they are like states. Okay, that makes sense. I can get behind that. Garbanzo bean and a chickpea, absolutely nothing. Just whatever you're calling it. It's the same thing of calling something soda, pop, or Coke. Those three terms interchangeably mean a sparkling flavored and typically sweetened beverage. I think MJ, Larry Bird, and even Magic Johnson would foul out of every game in the NBA today on offensive fouls. Because they came from a different area where you could be physical. Defense could be physical. The offense could put some physicality back. Those would be offensive fouls like crazy. And I don't know. The NBA today is not something I enjoy. I coach 5 basketball teams. And not my cup of tea. What is going on? It's getting spicy up in y'all. 13 degrees in Kansas. Welcome in, Kel. Someone? Bad manure. There's some crazy emojis. Thank you for that. We have Western Australia, Queensland, New South Wales, South Australia, Northern Territory, Victoria, Tasmania, Australia, Capital Territory, all from biggest to smallest. So they all have their own, like, statehood, meaning they all have their own governors and representation within the state as well. Yours is Dr. Pepper. I will tell you, son is over there while we're doing this walk and talk. He's taking a break because although I coach the teams, he has to practice, so he got a little more work than I did. Son's favorite, we call it pop where I'm from. Son's favorite pop is Dr. Pepper. Hands down, bar none. Like, there's not even a second place. Welcome in, Kenzie. 22 degrees. See, this is what I love about this meet. You get to meet new people from all around the world. You get to learn things that you didn't necessarily know. And maybe you learned it one time in geography class when you were in like a sophomore in high school, but without having conversation with good folks like you from around the world, it doesn't come back up. So I appreciate you for that. There you go. I got the same thing going on as you, Ken. So Ken V, I'm your neighbor. You are correct, Patrick. We agree with you, Jelly. However, we don't promote, deny, endorse, or condone religions in here. Everyone's free to practice however they want, as long as it doesn't impose on or infringe on anybody else's rights. But we picked our lane, if you get what I mean. Because if you know about colleges, this is probably the most prestigious religious college in the country. So, keep up the good work, Jelly. Patrick, what made you guess that we're in a suburb of Chicago? And mate, just for what it's worth, I will tell you the one thing regionally about us, in addition to the pop soda thing being a huge dividing line. Take care, Kenzie. It's nice meeting you. Nobody from Chicago uses the term Chi-Town. That's not a thing. It's only people from outside of Chicago say that. Random survey question. Have you ever given... We had this question yesterday, Jay. I'm not playing this game with you. You didn't meet your commitments on the cooking and eating channel. We're not playing it again on the DIY channel. We have 5 channels. You gave your word. Not playing the game anymore. Child of Perdition from the Bronx. Nice. I used to walk around that same gym. Are you serious, Patrick? There's no way. This gym's they probably ran the same gym across the country. There's probably 500 of these. One architectural plan. Cities just buy them up. All right. Pop is soda. Soda is pop. But down south, they call it Coke because if you give them anything but Coke, and I mean Coca-Cola, you're going to get in trouble. There's only 2 beverages in the South. There's Coca-Cola and there's sweet tea. And if you're in Texas, there's Dr. Pepper and sweet tea. And then if you're Southern from the state I'm from, you say Sody Pop, so you combine them both because you're too close to the border. So you're trying to make everyone happy. Hey there, Jennifer. Jennifer, you don't because it's a DIY channel. Patrick, we won't confirm or deny, but we don't give out the actual city for privacy reasons. Exactly. Spy Drive proved my point. Again, it all means the same thing. It just matters where you come from. Yes! And see, outside the US, you guys call them soft drinks. So you're proving my point. Yeah, Jennifer, I'm not asking anybody to become a member on this channel, but because we have 0 members, we have 0 emojis. See? It's just crazy. It's wherever you're from. It's weird stuff like that. Like I have a guy that comes into the chat that's from the UK, mate. And so we talk about the different things, like, you know, the obvious differences, like the bonnet and boot on a car, which is a hood and a trunk, and shopping carts versus trolleys, and elevators versus lifts. But there'll be other stuff that comes up where I'll say, "Hey, can you grab me a pop?" And they'll be like, "What's a pop?" It's the ones you don't even think of. Welcome in, Boar. And sorry, Spy Dart, I did see your comment on that. We don't go hunting, so we're not against it. We just don't do it. We're we're all for people expressing their freedoms and doing what they would like to do as long as they're not hunting endangered species. But yeah, we're totally fine with us. Just not something that we find enjoyment in. Well, it's worse. Son and I don't even really like zoos because we see them as animal prisons. And so he did. He has to take, as he says, frequent breaks. But we now have a code, so I know when he does have to take his break. So he let us know shortly ago that he's taking a break. Nice. How many pointer was it? Spy die? We call pickups utes. Yeah, I've heard that before. So I have a pickup truck. So we have SUVs, which would be like sport utility vehicles. And so what would you call that? Would you call that like a four-wheeler? Oh, Ellie, it's crazy cold, and we're about to venture out into it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I'm not gonna get run over. All right, here we go. In this area, Patrick, you'd be right. Yes. All right. Enjoy the pool view for a second. All right, but we gotta go switch the bags. Come on. Put both of those in. I think my pad is in the hallway at home. Sorry, I'm singing. All right. What? No, I know, but you got to put it on. We got to go outside. Sorry, that's ours. When we were walking and talking. All right, you ready? Whew. All right, everyone. Now we're moving. No, we're not at YMCA, but it's very similar. It's very similar. Somebody saw that the live was rested.
You think they'll let me jump in the pool with my clothes on?
Not from this height, but maybe if you run downstairs to the front gate.
Or what if I just jump down?
Oh. They think they're being funny, buddy. No, it's in the back end, meaning like the back of the Honda. Yeah, why don't you do that and I'll just go get your bag. All right, then you take the water, put it in the drink part of your basketball bag. Oh my God, where's the tech bag? Go. You have the tech bag, you left your basketball. Yeah. Yeah, thankfully it wasn't the reverse. Oh, country boy, I believe you. I'm about to step out into minus temperature. It's -5 before the wind chill. With the wind chill, it's like -25. Do you mind if I rest this here? Hey guys. Okay. You are, mate. You are the only one that's in warm. The entire U.S. is in like a polar vortex. Okay. All right. right, here we go. Oh, there's so much salt on the roads right now. That's why the roads look white. Not kidding you. Oh, man. We're about the same temperature then. Now. Woo! Like coming out of running or walking the track. Ah. Oh yeah, 100%, Jennifer, 100%. Not even close. You guys got a ton. We barely got any. There was two models on that snowstorm. One model had it pushing north, so hitting you first, you getting the same amount that you got, and then it pushing north and getting us. The other model had it staying south and not clipping us. It veered just a little bit north, so we got like 2 inches. So yeah. Whew. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to another one of those large events, because if you remember when we got robbed, one of the things that we got robbed of is our snowblower. So it will turn into a shoveling event. So you only got a little over an inch spy dry, and then 13 here in Tennessee. Whew. Inside of my nose is frozen. Oh. Hello. How you doing? So Luz, if you don't mind me calling you that, it's one of our favorite games to play. So you just saw how cold it was. You can hear our accents. If you guess the state and you're wrong, we'll give you clues till you get it right. Appreciate you, Jennifer. You ready to go? You ready to go? Yeah. Oh, I gotta go check on son. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Mr. Majestic. Maybe have some prunes. But I assume if you take it any farther, you'll have some time away to, or maybe even before that, to go sit on the toilet for a minute. Just talk to him. Not you. Somebody jumped into the chat and said they hadn't pooped in 3 days. I said, you're going to get a timeout, so they'll give you time to go sit on the toilet.
So what's 60 plus 60? 120?
Yeah.
120 seconds. AKA 2 minutes. Hey there, calm down, y'all.
All right, hey, snap today. Snap.
Yeah, I was.
I know you were. Keep it up.
I was yesterday. I mean, I did. Saturday.
Step. We run from below freezing to 100 plus in regular and summer. Same here, Spy. Heat index can get yeah, the Mama Lee's.
No, it's worse up there than it is.
Here, put it with the rest of our stuff.
My pants fell off.
Take your bag in. I'll go get them. You stretch then, and I'll go get your pants. In the summer months, yeah, in July and August. Not kidding you. It gets like the average temp is like 90, 95 with the heat index because we have such bad humidity. It gets in excess of 105, 110. And that's when dad is miserable. I can deal with the cold. I'm just wearing a sweatshirt. Right. So as cold as it is, the only thing that got cold when I went out there, no lie, was my face. But you can always get to warm. You can always get to layers. You can always somehow warm up. But when it's that hot, unless you're sitting on a air conditioning vent or you're in a pool, that's no good. For me, anyways. That's not stretching. That's just weirdo kicks. Do some butterflies. Yeah, I can only imagine the heat you guys get. Welcome in, Wits. All right. Give me. All right. Let me just do the stand-up ones and get in there and work on your patterns. Okay. Lock it. No, don't go backwards from me. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Straight. There you go. No. Is that stretched? Hold for 3 and then release. Other one. Lock that knee straight. If you got to push with your hand, do it.
Max was there.
Okay. 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 All right. All right. Go in there and work on your patterns. Guess I don't know where I put my whistle. Where did I put my whistle? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I'm still wearing it. Nobody worry. As if anybody besides me was worried. Spy, that happens in like Texas too. They don't even use the pools in the summer because of how hot it is. They use them like in the non-traditional summer. Welcome back, Kenzie. $7.25, just in case the audio cut out, because Son's friends are doing the FaceTime calls, and it's Yeah, you're an hour ahead of us. I put that on the screen because for the actual Taekwondo class, that's where we go live. So we're going to cut this one in a minute or two and then come back for the start of Taekwondo. And then we'll be live for the Taekwondo class on the channel you see here. I did jujitsu too. Do you like it, Spy? And they do incorporate jujitsu into their Taekwondo here in this class. I did Taekwondo, karate, and jujitsu. I got my second degree in Taekwondo and karate. I got my first degree in jiu-jitsu. Keep up the good work. Great skill to have. If you've done it that long, I take it you like it, right? All right, everyone. Just going to mention it one more time because we can continue the conversation over on this one. But I'm going to cut this one and I'm going to get to our stuff, pop a squat for the next class. And if you want to keep the chat going, meet us over at Dead and Undo It All in about 5 minutes. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging with us. We will talk to you soon. That's awesome, Mackenzie. Find that channel and we'll talk to you more about it in a couple minutes. Take care, everybody.